माइंडफुलनेस आहे, हिप्नोथेरपी आहे, फॅमिली कॉन्स्टलेशन आहे, अशा प्रकारचे कितीतरी आणखीन सुद्धा. पण या विषयांचं तिने शास्त्रशुद्ध शिक्षण घेतलंय आणि त्याच्यात अप्रूव्ड फॅसिलिटेटर किंवा कोच अशी ती आहे. तर या तिन्ही गोष्टी आता मी ज्या मेन्शन केल्या त्या तिच्याकडनं अनुभवण्याची मला संधी मिळाली आहे आणि स्वतःमध्ये खूप पॉझिटिव्ह चेंजेस झालेले मी अनुभवलेले आहेत. तर शोभा आज आपल्या बरोबर आहे याचा मला खूप आनंद होतोय आणि तिचं हे प्रोफेशन आहे आणि तरीही तिने हे सेशन आपल्याला कुठली फी वगैरे वगैरे न आकारता भेट दिलेलं आहे. त्याबद्दल तिला खूप खूप थँक्स. आपल्या वर्कशॉपमध्ये आपण थोडंसं असं शिकलो होतो की आपल्याला आयुष्यात खूप चॉईसेस असतात, म्हणजे खूप पर्याय असतात, अल्टरनेटिव्ह असतात आणि आपण त्याची निवड करायची असते. पण हा विषय खूप इंटरेस्टिंग आहे, खूप महत्वाचा आहे आणि मला असं वाटतं थोडा छळणारा पण आहे. कारण चॉईस आपल्याला स्वातंत्र्य देतो तसंच खूप मोठं जबाबदारी पण देतो. मला असं वाटतं आज आपण ही आता संधी घेऊया आणि हा विषय आणखीन स्पष्ट करून घेऊया, समजून घेऊया आणि त्याचा खूप आनंद पण घेऊया. चॉईस, व्हॉट आर यू चुझिंग, असा आजचा विषय आहे. पुढची सूत्र मी शोभाकडे देते आणि आजचा वेळ कसा कसा पुढे आपण म्हणजे कसा जाईल, काय काय करू आपण, त्याची शोभा आपल्याला कल्पना देईल. शोभा.
Yes. Everyone can see me?
Yes.
Everyone's familiar with Zoom, I hope. Otherwise, somebody can help you out with navigating it. Everybody's okay, I'm assuming. If you have anything to say, you can say it in the chat in Marathi. I don't know if you can write in Marathi in the chat, but whatever. And English. So thank you, Gauri, for this opportunity. Gauri was talking about how I introduced Louise Hay to her and to Pune, but it was more of an opportunity for me to bring Louise Hay and her work to Pune and to Gauri. And I'm glad that happened because thanks to that, Gauri has done those workshops now for 10 years for all of you. And I think she does them better than anyone else that I know. She's the most kind and compassionate facilitator I have seen, and I am not like that. So if you're expecting me to be like Gauri, you'll be disappointed. so I'm different, and yeah,
You are unique.
I was not proud. Yeah, I was not proud of it earlier, but now I'm happy to be different. So I don't know many of you, so welcome, and you're welcome to also put your videos on if you're comfortable with it, so that I can see you all. If you're not comfortable, that's fine. When you're ready, you can choose. You have a choice to put your videos on or off. Okay? But keep your audios off mostly, and you can unmute yourself when you want to ask a question or say something. So the idea today is something like this. I don't want to give a lecture. I don't think I'm good at giving lectures. So I'll give a small introduction of the topic, maybe share some things about choice. And then I have one or two small exercises to do for yourselves. So I wanted to be more experiential so that you get something about, you understand something about your life and your choices within this short time that we have here. It's not a full-fledged workshop, but it's a beginning. So yeah, so I'll talk about choice for a little bit, then probably do a couple of meditations, and then probably open it up for questions. So based on the questions, if we have a interaction, I think that will be more useful to everybody. So that's the idea. Yeah. So first of all, welcome everybody and thank you for choosing to be here. Yes, it was a choice in case you didn't realize it. So most of our choices, we don't realize that we're making choices. So were you aware of the exact moment that you chose to be here? Think about it for a moment. Did you think about it a lot before choosing to be here on this call? Or it just happened? Or you just clicked on the link and you joined the group? So there are many ways choices happen. Most of the time, we are not aware that we are making a choice. So the one thing that if you can take from today's session is if you can be aware of the choices you're making, then the choices you make will be different than the choices that happen when you're not aware. Right? Okay. And so if you're looking at definitions of choice and scientific explanations and psychological backgrounds, that's not what we're going to do today. So I'm looking more at a practical, spiritual approach to choice. So it's basically, I'm more interested in how whatever we're going to learn can help us in our day-to-day life. So with a little bit of spiritual understanding of it, not so much. Most of it has scientific basis, but I don't like going into scientific explanations. You can do research on scientific stuff yourself, but my work is based on using it, experiencing it, trying it, and if it works, then telling others about it. So that's how this is also. Uh, yeah. So I have this little thing that I want to share, some points. Yeah.
Shubha, could you be a little louder, please?
Yeah. Is this better?
Yeah.
Okay. So I had asked all of you to do some journaling before you came, if not necessary, but if you had the time and if you did it, maybe you took a look at your life and asked yourself these questions. What are you choosing to do in your life or with your life? What are you choosing to be? What are you choosing to have? And what are you choosing to create? First of all, are you choosing? That's a question that you have to ask yourself. Are you choosing or is life happening to you? So if you choose, yeah. Somebody is saying something? No. So I'm sure all of you are familiar, since most of you have done Heal Your Life and many other modalities, that your choice creates your life. So are you aware of what you're choosing? You have the gift of choice. Are you using it well? Are you choosing limitation or possibility? So what does that mean? For example, how most of us, how we make choices, not most of us, some of us or many of us have been making. Now we are changing all that, but we still slip up sometimes and we still make choices based on a lot of external reasons. For example, if someone asks you, do you want tea or coffee? How do you choose? If you want tea, do you say tea or do you say it's okay, anything is okay? If somebody asks you, what do you want for lunch? You say, it's okay, I eat anything. Or do you choose what you want to eat? Or do you choose based on what others like? Suppose you're the one planning lunch or cooking lunch. Do you cook what you like, or do you choose based on what other people like only? Do you include yourself in your choices, or do you feel that you have no choice? How many of you feel that you have no choice in certain things? You can type in the chat if you feel that you have no choice in a particular area or whatever area. So what do we mean by choosing limitation or choosing possibility? So why do we make the choices that we make if we are aware of them, or even the ones that we are not aware of? So why do we choose limitation instead of possibilities? Most of the time because we don't think we have any other choice. Most of the times choice for us means choosing between two things, or when you're making decisions, choosing this or choosing that, or maximum maybe another one or two options to choose from. It's always about choosing from what you know. This is the choice, these are the choices I have, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I have to choose from this. So your choices are limited by what you know. So is that truly making a choice? So you limit yourself by deciding that there are only these 4 choices available, or deciding that there is nothing else possible here, or deciding that other people won't like it, so I can't make this choice. So every time you decide something, you judge something, you conclude something, you are limiting yourself. You're putting yourself in a box. The only choice you can make is inside that box, because you're not even realizing that there's a world outside that box, which you don't know anything about. So another reason why we make the choices we make is also because we want to be in control. We like to think that we know everything that there is to know about everything. If I say I don't know, then it's a weakness. But but saying I know everything about everything is also a limitation, because then there's nothing more you're willing to know or be open to. Yeah. So what do we do? So why is making choices hard? Because we overthink it. We want to make the right choice. We want to make the perfect choice. We want everyone to be happy with the choice. And in doing all that, most of the time we forget about ourselves. Many times we don't include ourselves in the choice. So how do we make a different? Somebody saying something? Okay. Okay. So how do you make different choices? Is first of all, include yourself in all your choices. Many times we don't make a choice also because we don't know, we don't want to look at the consequences of that, because we might have to confront somebody, or we might have to fight somebody, or somebody might be upset. So instead of that, we say, okay, you make the choice. So if you're not making the choice and you ask someone else to make the choice, then you have to face the consequences or of their choice. Your life is created based on other people's choices. So if you want your life to be the way you want to be, then you have to make the choices. And like I said before, you have to be open to new, unknown possibilities, not just the two choices that you think you have to choose from. It's like either I have to do this or I have to do that. Is there any other choice in between? No. So can you be open to those other choices? This limited thinking, this limited choices is all part of being human. But we are not just human beings, we are more than that. We have infinite choices, we have infinite possibilities because we are infinite beings. So as infinite beings, as human beings, we are only living out a part of that totality of possibilities. So if you can tap into the infinite being that you are and be open and allow all the possibilities that are out there to come in, what would that be like? Just allow yourself to feel that for a moment. What would that look like? What would that feel like? If there are not two choices, but there are 2 million choices, which I don't know anything about and I can't even imagine them. What if I allowed those into my world? What would my world look like? Okay. Be in the question. So how do we allow these possibilities if you don't even know what they are? Is by asking a question. So asking a question is the opposite of making a conclusion. When you're defining something, you're limiting it. When you're assuming something, you're saying this is what it is. When you're concluding something, you're saying that's it. This is how it is.
Can I just interrupt? Someone
Yeah.
saying they can't see your screen completely.
My screen.
Yeah, the screen that you're sharing, Kiran
Oh,
is saying your screen is not visible completely.
oh, but it is totally
Is there a
open here.
problem with just Kiran or is everybody else also having this?
Can everyone see the screen?
Yes, we can see.
Yeah, we can see.
Okay.
Kiran.
Yeah, we can see.
Okay, now Kiran is visible.
Who
Must
cannot
be
see?
something on that.
Kiran.
No, it's fine. It's resolved. You can complete.
Okay.
Thank you.
So yeah, so I was saying being in the question is the opposite of uh, choosing to define something or assume something or conclude something or judge something as right or wrong, wanting perfection, defining something as perfect or not perfect. So as soon as you define and label and judge or assume something, you're limiting it to that only. But being in the question is being open to possibilities that you are not aware of, but you're open to that idea and you're open to allow more possibilities and more opportunities to come into your life. So being in the question could be as simple as asking a question of the universe, as though saying, okay, this is the current situation, this is what is happening, I don't know what to do, all I can see is I have to do this or I have to do this, I can't see anything else, but what else can be possible here? That's a question, that's an open-ended question, and that's a question that will give you the awareness that you need to make the choice that works for you. So when we're talking about include yourself in all choices, the first point here is choosing something that works for you. We keep making choices thinking that we have to do this, do that, do something that's good. But we never really stop to ask ourselves whether making this choice is in my highest good. Does this work for me? Does this make me feel happier, lighter, better? We get very serious about choices, making choices, because choices have consequences and we are afraid of consequences. But choices can be very, like it says here, it's not the end of the world. Okay, you make a choice, you don't like the consequences. you can deal with that by making another choice. It's your life. You can choose again. Nobody's putting you in jail for making those choices that didn't work out the way you wanted them to, right? But we become very serious about choices, that every choice we make has to be the right choice, the best choice, the perfect choice. And we get into overthinking and sometimes don't make any choice because we have to face the consequences. We don't want to be told that we were wrong or we made mistakes. We don't want to preserve our image. We keep ourselves safe from making any choice. So it's like sitting in the room safely so that you don't get run over by a truck. But then that way you never get to go anywhere, right? You sit in your room in the house and do affirmations and visualizations, and nothing will happen because you don't want to move anywhere, right?
Right.
So start. What else you can do is change. So you need to start looking at the choices that you're making, which you're not aware of. What you're aware of, anyway, we put our mind to it and put our logic and analysis and decision making skills and make those choices. But the choices that you're making every day habitually, you're not even aware that you're making a choice. For example, maybe you like 2 spoons of sugar in your tea or coffee in the morning, and now you want to reduce sugar because it's not good for you. But because you're used to it, every day you'll make the same old tea or same old coffee with the same number of spoons of sugar without thinking. If you actually put your mind to it and chose, maybe you'll feel better with 1.5 spoons also, or maybe you'll feel better with 1 spoon also. So these small changes over a period of time have a compounding effect. This, my husband told me yesterday about some book that he's reading, a compounding effect, where small things that you do over a consistent period of time, but you have to choose to do that. We don't do these small things which are easy to do also. But if you stop eating sugar, 1 spoon of sugar every day over a few weeks or a few months, your health will be much better. You'll probably lose all that weight that you're waiting to lose. So things like that. So you need to be aware of the choices that you're making as you're making them, in order to, if you're aware, the choice happens with awareness. And usually a choice with awareness is a choice that is good for you, because you will choose what's good for you. That is how we are usually. When given a choice, we choose what's good for us. So yeah. So another thing is, okay, let me finish what I have, then we'll talk about it. So why are we doing this? So what will happen once you start choosing with awareness? You will have more happiness, health, flow, ease, joy in your life. And most importantly, you will be in charge of your life because you are choosing, right? If you're not choosing and you let someone else choose for you, then you're not in charge of your life. Somebody else is choosing for you, and you can blame them and be happy for the rest of your life if that makes you happy, or you can choose for yourself what makes you happy and be happy. But if others choosing for you doesn't make you happy, then please choose for yourself. Now, the reason we don't choose ourselves is because we don't trust our choices. We don't think we are good enough to choose. We think someone else knows better. So start trusting yourself and your choices. You have the power of choice. So choice is very powerful. You have that power within you. You know how to make choices. You do make choices, right? You just don't include yourself in it most of the time, which is why you are not happy with your choices. So once you start doing that, no more stress about choices. Again, no need to judge your choices as right or wrong. It's not like you're just making one choice for the rest of your life. You can always change what you have chosen before because it doesn't work for you anymore. So the key here is this choice working for me? Is a question you can ask yourself. And how will you know the answer? You'll know the answer if you feel good about it, if you feel light about it. If you feel very serious and heavy about it, it's probably not something that you want to do, but you think you should be doing because it's the right choice. It will be approved by everybody, or it will be, people will like me if I make this choice. But is it making you happy? Are you asking yourself that? Yeah. But what about the choices that I made in the past, that we make in the past, that we don't like, that we didn't like, or that didn't turn out well? So those are already over and done. You were not conscious, you were not aware, or you were aware and you still chose that, which is fine because it's over and done. That's the best you could do at that time. So all you can do is learn from them. What maybe there was some reason that happened, because everything that we choose for our entire life is what has brought us here today. Whatever choices I've made consciously and unconsciously is the reason I'm here today. So even if they were right, wrong, whatever, they were part of my growth experience. I may have understood what the learning was, or I may not have understood. But if I can look at what the wisdom was in that, or just be willing to see that they brought me here today, whatever happened. So there's nothing wrong about it. There's nothing right or wrong about any choice. It's just a choice. So whatever has happened in the past, you're not going to change that. But we still have a choice about how to look at that. So how do you choose to look at your past, your painful past, or the suffering in your past? Do you still think about it and get upset and curse your luck or your karma or whatever it is, or are you willing to look at it and say, okay, that's what made me this today? Whatever has happened in my life, consciously, unconsciously, by my choices, is what brought me here today. Now I can be aware and make choices with awareness. The difference between making choice with awareness and unawareness or unconsciousness is that if you're aware, you'll most likely choose what works for you. So you can cut down on the unpleasant experiences or the upsets that you have. You can take responsibility for your life and your choices. Your choices create your life. So what you're seeing in your life today is a result of everything that you've chosen in the past. Yeah. So another thing that happens is so once you're open to all the possibilities, when you're open to things that you can't even now imagine, but you're willing to have them in your life, you can be curious, you can be open, you can explore all possibilities, you can play. Like I was saying earlier, everybody gets very serious about choice, thinking that if you're an adult and if you're a grown up and you have to make choices, life is very serious business. If only if you're very serious, and then people think that you're doing something meaningful. If you're having fun, then it's not meaningful. So why not change that for ourselves and have fun with making choices? You don't like one choice, make another choice. How we used to do as kids. Yeah. So that is a brief intro I have. Then I have Yeah, so if anyone has any questions here, we can take a few, then we'll go to the next part. Or anyone has something to say.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Yeah, I'll stop sharing.
Can I ask you the question, ma'am?
Yeah, who is this?
I'm Mayuri.
Yeah, hi Mayuri.
So you're saying that when we make a choice, we are not including ourselves into the choice. Can you please elaborate on that, and maybe you can give me one example how to understand?
No, sir, raise hand nahi.
What's happening? Why did Mayuri get sidetracked? Oh. Okay, Mayuri, can you give me? Do you have a specific thing that you have a problem with, a choice?
Usually, I am kind of feel I don't have. Sometimes I don't have the ability to discriminate between good choice and a bad choice. I don't estimate the dangers of the future. Maybe that's why I cannot discriminate between choices. So I usually take second opinion from people while making choices. But my only fear is that what if I make a choice without taking a second opinion and go wrong somewhere? And usually, because I keep depending upon making decisions always with other people, I don't have my own individuality.
Yeah. So that is what it is about, not including yourself. No, when you're including yourself, you're asking, is this choice working for me? If I say, if I choose this, will it work for me? Is it contributing to me? Those are the questions you need to ask yourself. The reason that you said you don't want to make choices is because of the consequences, I think, which is a common reason for many people, that including myself, is that we don't want to make decisions, make choices because of the consequences that are not known. Or sometimes we fear that consequences will be a certain way. So I don't want to choose it. What if that happens? What if this happens? What if this doesn't happen? So we are already in the future worrying about what might happen or what might not happen, instead of again being open to the possibilities of different things can happen, not just what I'm afraid of, right? So we want guarantees about whether what we want will happen or not. We are not open to possibilities. So there also when you're attached to one outcome, then you're also shutting out all other possibilities of what else might happen. Something better than what you want also might happen. That's also a possibility, right? You never think about that. And including yourself is, yeah, asking yourself if this is going to work for me. For example, like I said, a simple small example would be lunch or dinner. You're the one who's cooking, let's say, and you have other people in the house. So what are you going to cook? Are you going to cook what you like, or are you going to cook what someone else likes?
Mostly it is someone else, what someone else likes.
Yeah. So are you including yourself in the choice that you're making?
Yeah, that is where I have to think about myself.
Yeah. So what will happen if you include yourself in the choice that you're making? Mayuri is also going to eat that lunch, and some other people are also going to eat that lunch, and Mayuri is cooking that lunch or organizing that lunch. So what will happen if you include yourself? How do you feel thinking about that idea? Is it scary?
It is far better than the choice that we make. Usually we either think about ourselves or about others.
Yeah. So what's the reason for thinking only about other people and not yourself?
I really have to think about this for a
Yeah,
longer
so
time.
just, yeah,
I
so
don't
you'll
have an
probably get
answer
some
right
more,
now.
yeah, you'll probably get some more ideas as we continue from other people also. Or,
Progress with the lecture.
yeah, yeah,
ताई मला क्वेरी होती.
yes. कोण आहे? Who is it?
मी प्राजक्ता.
Okay.
मी मराठीत बोलते, म्हणजे मला
हा.
सगळं इंग्लिशमध्ये एक्सप्रेस नाही करता येणार होते. चॉईसेस मध्ये असं होतं मला बरेचदा की चॉईसेस एका लिमिटच्या बाहेर वाढले की कन्फ्युजन जास्त वाढतं आणि त्याचं बर्डन येतं. मग त्याच्यापेक्षा असं वाटतं की 1-2 नाही, पण ते लिमिटेडच असावेत. तर ते चॉईसेस अनालाइज करून त्यातनं चूज करताना जेवढा वेळ जातो ना, तो वेळ सहन करणं बरेचदा कठीण जातं, की त्याच्यापेक्षा जो काय आहे तो पटकन करून मग त्याच्यात बघू ना जे काय चांगलं वाईट होणार आहे ते, किंवा तो जास्त चांगल्या प्रकारे हँडल करू. असं झाल्यामुळे म्हणजे आपल्या रोजच्या व्यवहारातल्या ज्या गोष्टी असतात ना, त्याच्यामध्ये बरेचदा माझा तोटा होता. म्हणजे जसं की आम्ही जेव्हा घर घेत होतो, तेव्हा एक 15-20 लोकेशन्स बघून झाल्यावर मला त्याचं इतकं असं टेन्शन म्हणा, कंटाळा म्हणा, म्हणजे मला ते असह्य झालं की किती दिवस असं बघत राहायचं आपण. तर जे चांगलं वाटतं ते घेऊन टाकू ना, कुठे चांगलं कुठे वाईट तर असणारच आहे. आणि मग आम्ही इकडे राहायला आल्यानंतर असं लक्षात आलं की अरे इकडे आजूबाजूला अजून खूप चॉईसेस अवेलेबल होते. आपल्याला कमी किमतीत मिळू शकलं असतं, आपल्याला जास्त चांगलं मिळू शकलं असतं. तर हे मी एक आपलं साधं उदाहरण सांगितलं, जे ऍक्च्युली घडलं पण असं माझं बरेचदा होतं. म्हणजे जेव्हा नंबर ऑफ चॉईसेस खूप वाढतात आणि त्याच्यासाठी लागणारा वेळ वाढत वाढत जातो ना, तसं माझे पेशन्स कमी पडायला लागतात आणि मग आय चूज टू की घेऊन टाकू पटकन डिसिजन आता असं.
Okay. So what's the question?
कुठं ते लिमिट आपण कसं ओळखावं आणि म्हणजे हा तोटा होतोय असं दिसतंय ना सरळ सरळ. तर
Having more choices is a problem, is what you're saying.
हा माझा आत्ताचा प्रॉब्लेम आहे.
No, and you're saying if there are more choices, then you're losing out, or you're choosing out because you're limiting your choices.
लुझिंग आउट ऍक्च्युली, म्हणजे नाही व्यवस्थित डिसिजन घेतायत किंवा पेशन्सच उरत नाहीत तेवढे, किंवा असं वाटतं की आपण जे करायला निघालोय तेच त्याची वेळच निघून जाईल एवढे चॉईसेस मध्ये बघत बसलो तर असं.
Okay. So I'll briefly translate what she said. She said if you have too many choices, then it takes a longer time to make a decision, because you have to look at all those choices and analyze those choices and think about it and make the best and the right and the perfect decision. So when I'm talking about possibilities that you can choose from, or opportunities that you can choose from, I am not talking about limited possibilities. So it's not about 10 possibilities or 15 possibilities or 20 possibilities that you have to look at and analyze and compare and choose. That's not what I'm talking about when I say possibilities. I'm talking about infinite possibilities that you're not aware of. So let's say you have 4 houses from which you want to choose one. You're not able to make up your mind, and you have whatever limited information you have about all those 4 things. So how do you make a choice? So you do whatever you do normally, but you also ask yourself or ask the universe a question. I'm not able to choose here. What can help me choose? What else is possible here? So when you do that, so these questions are open-ended questions which do not require answer. So you're not expected to answer those questions. So you drop that question into the universe. Like if you have done Louise Hay's work, you know about the pink bubble or some other thing like that, where you want something and you leave it to the universe and you surrender and say, show me what else is possible. I don't know. I can't even imagine anything else other than these 4 things. Show me what else is possible, and show me what can help me to make a choice. So that's the space to be in, instead of getting stressed about, oh my God, all these 4 are there or all these 10 are there and I have to choose the right thing. Otherwise, I will lose money, I will lose time, I will lose energy, and I'll end up in a wrong house. So that kind of stress and thinking is not going to help you make a right choice or a good choice, right? So instead, you do whatever you have to do in order to look for the house. Apart from that, be in the question of what else is possible here, what can help me make a choice, or show me something that will help me make a choice, and be open to what happens after that. So being open means what? Being open means allowing that voice to come through you, that you will know what choice to make from this and you go with that. So we making choices, we think is we do it with our minds. It's like I have to figure out everything and I have to make a choice. But if you surrender to it, the choice will make you. You don't have to make a choice. If you are grounded and if you are open and if you are trusting, the right choice will happen. Yeah, it'll happen through you, but it'll happen without stress. And you have to practice that muscle of trusting yourself and choosing and asking the question.
Okay, I'll try.
Does that make sense? Or it's too
हो
spiritual?
नवीन कन्सेप्ट वाटते ही पण छान वाटतंय ऐकायला. मी ट्राय करेन.
So that's an important thing that you said just now. So what I said feels good to you, right?
Yes.
That's a sign that will work for you.
Okay.
So similarly, you can use that signal of your body and your feelings to guide you. This feels right. Your body knows, you know it. Trust that and follow that in making choices.
Okay, मी ट्राय करेन.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Do you have anything else in the chats? Any other questions? Okay. Anybody has any contradictory opinions also can share. These are my ideas and other people's ideas that I am sharing.
I was just thinking what Prajakta was saying, that once we make a choice, not through the procedure what you explained just now, but because we have to make choice after a certain period, we don't have indefinite time in our hands and all that. So even after making choice and thinking with the brain and with the mind and all that, maybe later we repent that.
Yeah.
We can repent that choice.
Yeah.
And in some choices, I think even in case of choosing our house, there is always a possibility that we can change our choice afterwards. We are not bound to say that this can happen only once in our lifetime.
Correct.
That is not so.
Even
So
marriages are not once in a lifetime, so
possibilities.
houses need not be.
Yeah. But otherwise, according to our normal way of lifetime, and now that my choice was wrong, I should have seen some more places and all that. But again, I think that there is a limitation of something or the other. So you have to make choice. And according to what you said, that is also new to me. So I would like to go
Are you changing your
By that.
house? Okay.
No, not now.
Okay. So another
Another
thing
question
that
I
you said,
have. Okay.
no, you were talking about right,
Nahi, sang.
making a wrong choice. Okay, like Prajakta was saying, okay, we choose one house and then we think, okay, array, there were better choices. So this is a wrong choice. So again, so you feel guilty and you tell yourself that you could have done better or whatever. So what about asking another question there, that you have chosen something. So how is that a wrong choice? What is right about this choice? Again, you don't have to answer that question. Just see how it feels if you ask yourself, what's right about this choice? Why do we always ask, what is wrong with this? What is wrong with that? What is wrong with me? We trust that we are always doing the wrong things. Why can't we trust that we are doing the right things all the time? In that moment, that was the right thing that I did. Now I don't like it, I'll change it without killing myself first.
Yes.
Or let me see if it's really good for me, and maybe I won't change it also. I'll find what is right about this house.
Okay. हे पण बरोबर आहे.
So, and when you keep thinking
हे
about
छान
this
आहे.
is a wrong choice, this is a wrong house, that house is better, this house is better, then you don't even look at what is good about this house because you can't see it, because your focus is not there. Like they say, the grass is always greener on the other side. If you actually went to that house, maybe you'll find some stinky drainage going next door to it. So maybe that's why you chose this one.
Yeah, this is a very nice suggestion.
Yeah, you were saying something else.
In our discussion in Swasti also, we say that whatever we have today, or in whatever situation we are in today, we have chosen or unknowingly, subconsciously, or whatever, unconsciously, but we always make a choice.
Yes.
So will you please just explain that?
Yeah. So choice is what creates the next moment in your life. What happens in the next moment is decided by what you're choosing in this moment. So every moment you're choosing something or the other for life to continue. As life is going on, you're choosing something. Now, whether you're aware of it or not is another thing. So obviously, most of the time, we're not aware that we are choosing, because we are choosing the same thing again and again and again and again. So it's not, you don't feel like you're making a choice, a new choice. Right? So for example, if you, like I said before, you're having, you get up at 6 o'clock every day. That is your routine. You have your first cup of tea at 6:30 every day. That's your routine. You go for a walk at 7 o'clock every day. That's your routine. So are you making a new choice every day, or you've just made a choice and you're living that every day? So we are actually choosing it every day, right? It's a habit. But habit is nothing but making the same choice every day. So it could be a good habit, or it could be a bad habit, or it could be something else. but you're continuously choosing. But when it becomes a habit, you're not aware and you're not conscious enough to change it if you want to. Right? So every moment you can make a different choice. So when you know that, when you realize that every moment you can make a different choice if you want, then you're free, right? You don't have to, it's not like you make one choice and you're stuck with it for the rest of your life. You're not. So if you have, so what choice are you making right now in this moment? This question is, I've heard in Access Consciousness, but I will ask it here. If you have only 10 seconds to live now, what are you going to choose for this 10 seconds? Everybody.
Breathing.
Huh?
Breathe.
Breathe? Okay. Anyway, you're going to stop breathing after 10 seconds. Why you want to choose?
Till then,
Okay.
I want to breathe. I don't want to die before that.
Okay. Okay, those 10 seconds are over. What will you, now you have only 10 seconds to live. What will you choose now?
Be happy.
I will lie down nicely, comfortably.
You want to help others.
I should look good after
cremate you
death.
easier. See, here also you're worrying about other people.
Of course.
Okay, that choice is over. You have 10 seconds to live. What will you choose?
Be happy.
Choose to be happy. Okay, those 10 seconds are over. Now what will you choose? If you have 10
I
seconds to live.
want to forgive everyone.
Okay.
Doesn't matter if I forgive or not after my death.
Make me,
I won't waste time in that.
make myself feel better
Thank you for
by
this life.
forgiving others.
Yeah, Sarita, what?
Thank you for this life.
Thank you for this life.
Yeah.
Okay. Who will you thank for this life?
Charge universe.
Universe. Okay.
I want to go further.
Okay. What will you choose if you have 10 seconds to live?
Nikhil is saying that I will think of the new journey.
Okay. Already, why are you wasting the 10 seconds of this journey and thinking about the new journey?
10 seconds is too small, too little. I can't imagine.
But your life is made up of 10 seconds now. So if you lose
Oh,
the
yes.
chance of this 10 seconds, your next 10 seconds will get affected by it.
I have faith that I'll have 10 more seconds.
Yeah. So the point is that you can choose something different. Or you can choose the same. You can, if you say, I choose to be happy for those 10 seconds, and for the next 10 seconds, and for the next 10 seconds, you're choosing to be happy. Or whatever it is that you're choosing. If you don't like what you chose, you choose something else. If you don't like what you chose, choose something else. If you like what you chose and you want to choose that again, choose that again. So what you're choosing will create your life. It will also create consequences. But if you're choosing, you're responsible for those consequences. So whatever consequences happen, be open to it and choose again. So many times we avoid choosing because we are afraid of the consequences. But if you don't choose, nothing will happen anyway.
We are normally afraid of the unknown things.
Correct.
So, yeah. And what you said about the routine or the habit is very important, I think, because whenever, some habits or some routines are really helpful for us because we don't need to think about everything every time. So we save our time and energy and all that. But if there is discomfort or we need to change that habit, then also we are sometimes unaware about changing it, what to do it's my habit, something like that we say, and we are trapped in that habit. So there we
Yeah.
could be more aware.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody, Kiran, said something about unconscious. Yeah, unconscious choice is happening. So that's what I'm saying. So if you're not choosing consciously, then you're not in control. You don't even know whether you want to make that choice or not. It's unconscious, it's a habit, or it's happening despite yourself. So you will be
think
at the receiving end
not
of that.
just not wanting to face the consequences, but also if you're not making a conscious choice, then you can always blame it on others. Because of her or because of him, I had to do this. And
Yeah.
it doesn't make you feel better necessarily, but still you want to, that's your kind of escape from taking responsibility
Yeah.
that you're afraid of many
True.
times.
Yeah. See, including yourself in the choice, taking responsibility for your choice, and doing all these things that we are talking about does not mean that you don't care about others, or you don't take others into consideration, or don't worry about others. It's not about that, because sometimes we tend to think it's this or that. If I have to take care of myself, then I should not consider anyone else. But when you're aware and you're including yourself and giving yourself, also honoring you and respecting you also, then the choices you'll make will honor everybody else also. What you make with awareness, you will have kindness, you will have compassion, you'll have everything. It's not that you have to sacrifice yourself in order to take care of other people. You also have to take care of yourself. So choosing for yourself does not mean not loving other people, or not having compassion or kindness or caring. In fact, if you start giving, like Louise Hay says, if you start giving all that to yourself, and that's where it has to begin, it will automatically overflow everywhere else. You probably inspire people to do that as well. Somebody wants to say something.
दीपा आहे का? दीपा विद्या, तुम्हाला काहीतरी
आहे.
विचारायचं होतं ना?
आहे.
Hi Deepa.
Hi Shobha.
Yes, you have a question? Do you have a question, Deepa?
मी असं
Chat.
विचारलं होतं ना ग्रुपवर की आपण
हा.
जेव्हा चॉईस करतो
हा.
तेव्हा जेव्हा निवडायचं असतं की हे करू का ते करू,
हा.
आणि जर का मी तो एक निर्णय घेतला तर त्या सगळ्या मागं युनिव्हर्सचं असतं का? म्हणजे जरी चुका झाल्या त्या चॉईस मध्ये तरी ती रचना असते का युनिव्हर्स, असं मला विचारायचं होतं ऍक्च्युली. म्हणजे जे द्विधा मनस्थिती होती ना की हे दोन निर्णय आहेत आणि त्याच्यातलं मला एकाला एक निवडायचा आहे, आणि तो मी निवडत नाही कारण की मला त्याचं काय होईल, जमेल का नाही, अशा टाईपचं जे असतं प्रश्न पडले, तर मी बेधडकपणे तो निर्णय घेतला, तो चॉईस निवडला, तर तरी सुद्धा ती रचना युनिव्हर्सचीच असते का, असं मला विचारायचं.
What do you think? What do you know?
मला असं वाटतं म्हणजे की असावं असं, म्हणजे आपण ज्या अर्थी तो चॉईस करतोय त्या अर्थी असेल काही असं वाटतं.
So trust your choice. How do you feel when you make that choice will tell you whether it's working in your favor or not, for you or not.
आणि मग त्यात अडचणी पण आल्या तरी मग पार करण्याचे आपल्याला हे पण मिळते की
So when you take ownership of your choice, ki I am making this choice and let's see what happens. Then there is no one else to blame. Then you take ownership and do whatever is necessary next. The only time you are stuck is when somebody else is making the choice and you don't like the consequences and you keep blaming that person for the mess that has happened in your life. And you can't change it because it's not your choice. But now you can choose what to do right now about that. Even if that has happened in the past, today you have a choice about what to do about that. So anytime you're ready to take responsibility for your life, your choice, you have your life back. You're in charge. Otherwise, the remote control to your life is with them. So making choices and taking responsibility for your choices is taking the remote control back to your life. So you can put on whatever channel you want. You don't have to watch what they put on. Yes.
विद्याने चॅटबॉक्स मध्ये काहीतरी टाकलेत प्रश्न. शोभा.
Life purpose.
Shobha, can I ask?
Yeah.
Shobha?
Yeah, Jyoti, speak.
Many times it's
ज्योती एको येतोय एको. दोन इन्स्ट्रुमेंट्स नाही आहेत ना म्हणजे फोन आणि हे.
येतंय आता?
Hmm.
Now it's clear?
हा
Yeah.
Many times it so happens that, as Gauri said, we repent when we so much on our decision that we don't enjoy our decision, or we are not satisfied with our decision.
Yeah.
Then how to come out of such situation? Not to get repent about what we choose.
Okay. Do you have an example or?
It
In
could be
general.
anything, like say for example, as you said, cooking, or even choosing a house. So once we choose it, we keep repenting so much that even though our decision or our choice is right, we are not happy about it, or we keep repenting that happiness goes.
But why do you repent if it's your choice? What do you not like about it?
That becomes many times habit, like keeping on the, if I would have chosen some other thing. Keep thinking about it.
Okay.
कि शायद मैं ये करती तो ज्यादा अच्छा होता.
Yeah. Yeah, so that reminds me of Louise Hay's chapter 1. The underlying reason for every problem is I'm not good enough. I have not done enough. This is not enough. That is not enough. Nothing is ever enough. Something is either wrong with you or what you're doing, right? So go back to the basics of loving yourself, trusting yourself, your choices, asking yourself. Like I said before, we are so used to what is wrong about this or what is wrong with me. Substitute wrong with right from now on. And just ask that question. You don't have to answer the question. Just keep asking what's right about this. What's so right about my decisions?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
How does
Thank
that
you.
feel? When you ask yourself now, how does that feel? How do you feel when you say what's wrong with me, and how do you say when you say what's right with me? What's right about
Thank you.
this?
Asking right with me is more positive and
No, how do you feel?
feel good.
Yeah.
Feel good.
Whatever feels good is the truth. Whatever doesn't feel good and feels heavy is not true. We just keep telling ourselves that because we want to feel bad. Because that is also a habit, feeling bad, feeling like a victim. So that's a choice. You can choose to feel bad or you can choose to feel good about whatever is happening. Yeah.
Thank you.
So when we're talking about positive, negative affirmations, thinking, we are still in the thinking realm. For some of us, even including me, we stay in that thinking or the mental space for a long time. But when I'm talking about positive or good or what's right about this, I want you all to go deeper than just the mind, not the mind at all. Leave the mind aside, go deeper inside into your heart or into your body and ask yourself what is right about this. Because the mind can trick you. So when you say what's right about this, it's right in its entirety, not just the thought is positive thought or a negative thought. It's really asking what is right about this, knowing that there is something right about this. Not just saying there is something right about this like an affirmation. No. It's like trusting that whatever I'm doing is right for that moment in this moment. And if I don't want that, I can choose something else. There is a reason why everything happened and why you are where you are today. There is a reason why you were unconscious in many of the choices. There is a reason why you are conscious in some of the choices. And we don't know what that reason is. We may or may not know. But trusting that all that was your choice, conscious or unconscious, and you created this life today. Not again from the mind. This is not just understanding it from a wholehearted way or a spiritual kind of way, that there's nothing wrong with whatever is happening. And now I'm aware of that. So now with awareness, what do I want to choose and how can I include myself in this? How can I choose things that work for me? Till now I was busy pleasing everybody else or making choices that were right for everybody else or choices that other people approved of. I was more worried about all that. Today, how can I make choices without worrying about all that? But simply asking myself, what works for me? Why not make my life easier in choosing also, instead of stressing out about choices? Yeah. Why can't we just play with choices instead of making it serious business and have fun? Okay, I made a wrong choice. Great, -1. Now let me make a right choice, +2. Make a game of it. Give yourself scores. Have fun.
Thank you.
We all say
Thank
we
you.
want to be happy in life, but we do everything to make life very serious. So we can maybe ask a question, well, how can I make my life more fun, more happy? Yeah. Doesn't matter what other people think. They might think I'm crazy. It's okay. After some time, they'll ask me what I'm doing because they see me happy. Yes. Shall we do a little visualization exercise?
Yes. Yes,
2
please.
minutes, 3 minutes. And then maybe a little
Vidya,
longer
Vidya has a
meditation if we have time.
Vidya has a question in the chat. She wants
What's
to
the
ask.
question? Okay.
Vidya?
Yes, live the moment. Life purpose, how to choose, going to the life purpose. Okay. Vidya, I am not so sure about how to answer that question. From what I understand, the first question says how to choose going toward or how to choose the purpose or something. Okay. How to move in the direction of our life purpose, how to choose that. Okay. So what if whatever you're doing right now or being right now is your life purpose? And it's nothing more fancy than that. And what if you're already on that path?
Okay, I'm happy.
How does that feel?
Happy. Good.
Yeah. So what's the question? If you're happy, what else? What other purpose is there in life?
Nothing.
So why do you want to define a purpose?
I think
What?
you're giving another answer like that. This answer is in my awareness. I know this answer.
Yeah.
Maybe there
You
is
know this
something,
answer.
another answer is there.
So who will have the answer about your life purpose? Me or you?
I.
So tell us the answer.
Mm, I don't know. मला असं वाटतं की आत्ता आनंदी असणं या क्षणी हे महत्वाचं आहे आणि आनंदी असणं निवडत राहणं हेच लाईफ पर्पज कडे जाणार आहे.
Correct. So the more you're choosing in favor of yourself, the more you're including yourself in your choices. Including yourself means you're asking yourself what works for you, and that will take you to whatever you need to do. And life purpose is not a goal, it's a process also, right? Every day you're living your life purpose. It's not like my life purpose will happen after 20 years of doing samadhi, right?
Yes.
And I'm sure there are many ways of looking at it. Currently, this is how I'm looking at it.
I think
You can have goals, you can have visions, but life purpose is, I don't think it's one thing, one dot. It's a process. It's how you live your life.
जेव्हा आपण काहीतरी चूज करतो तेव्हा ते आपल्या अवेअरनेस मधलं आपल्याला जे माहिती आहे त्या परिघातलं असतं. पण आपल्याला जर फ्री राहायचंय, आपल्याला जर मिरॅकल्स हवी आहेत, तर आपल्याला ओपन असलं पाहिजे. तर ते कसं चूज करायचं?
So every day be in the question. What is the greatest adventure that I can live today? What else is possible to do? How many more people can I impact today? Whatever it is, whatever makes you happy. Do you want to make a difference to the whole world? Do you want to make a difference to your family? Do you want to make a difference to your community? Do you want what makes you happy? So ask how that is, what is possible in that area, how it gets better than that. So keep asking questions, that will open up the possibilities, right? When you ask questions, it is for the awareness of what's possible. It's not for answers, one answer. So your awareness will expand. So as your awareness expands, what you don't know will become known to you. Does
Yes.
that make
Ha.
sense?
Ho.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Thank
from
you.
unknown to known, that is how it's not going to remain unknown forever. Right now it's unknown. Right now I can see only 2 things in front of me, but there are a million other things. So what else is possible will bring other things into my awareness. Then I can choose them.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. So shall we go to a little exercise? Then maybe after that, if we have time, we'll take some more questions. Can we mute everybody? So this will take about 5 minutes. Okay. Okay. Yeah, close your eyes if you like. You can keep them open if you want. Closing your eyes will help you focus. Take a couple of deep breaths. Take responsibility for your well-being. Think of something that's bothering you right now about choices or about something else where you feel you don't have a choice. And bring that whole situation to mind. If there are other people involved, bring that whole scene to your mind's eye. And say to yourself, in whichever language you want, when you look at that situation, say to yourself, I don't have a choice, or I didn't have a choice. Something that's happening now or something that happened in the past, I didn't have a choice. I don't have a choice. Say that a few times, at least 10 times. And as you're saying, looking at that scene, that situation, and saying, I don't have a choice here, observe what happens. How does it feel when you're looking at that situation and saying, I don't have a choice? What happens in your body? How do you feel? What do you think? Keep saying, I don't have a choice, and notice what that is like. Your sensations, your feelings, your thoughts. Notice if it's comfortable, uncomfortable. Now, take a few steps back a little distance away from this situation, this scene. Step back a little bit. Look at the situation again. And now say this: I can make a different choice anytime. I'm free to make a new choice. In this moment, I can choose what works for me. Say that a few times. Repeat that. I'm free to make a new choice. I can make a different choice anytime I want. I can choose in this moment to make a different choice. And as you keep saying these words to yourself, notice what happens. What happens in your mind, your body, emotions. Do you feel heavy or light? Now think of a choice you made or didn't make in the past and feel guilty about or feel bad about it, or you think it was a wrong choice. As you bring that to mind, remember how old you were when you made that choice. It could even be yesterday or 20 years ago. How old were you when you made that choice? Let a number pop in your mind, your age at the time. See that younger self in front of you now. Visualize or imagine the one who made the wrong choice. You, with your new awareness about choice today, talk to this younger self. Look at him or her and tell her or tell him it was just a choice. It was not right or wrong, neither good nor bad. You were choosing the best you could. The awareness, understanding, and knowledge you had at the time. And as you say this to them, to your younger self, notice how they feel, knowing that they did nothing wrong. Comfort them. Tell them I love you. I'm there for you. No matter what you choose or what you don't. Give them a hug if they're willing to let you hug them, and comfort them. And tell them always make choices with awareness today, together. When you feel complete with can open your eyes and come back to the room. Feel your feet on the ground. Look around you. Become aware of yourself in the room on this Zoom call, which you have chosen to be on for some reason. Was it a right choice or the wrong choice? Or it was just a choice? Did it work for you? Yes. It is 5:30. I have the time if somebody wants to ask a couple of questions or
It was
whatever.
very
Yeah.
effective.
Yeah, you want to share?
It was very good.
Anyone wants?
I think all can unmute and say something. Or we
Yeah,
can have
whoever
a
wants
quick
to
round
speak.
also.
Yeah. Yeah, I have the time. I'm not in a hurry to go anywhere. I'm choosing to stay. Whoever needs to go can go because the timing we had given was still 5:30. So if you want to go, you're welcome. If you want to stay, you're more than welcome.
हॅलो शोभाताई,
Yeah.
मी पल्लवी बोलतेय.
Hi.
हॅलो शोभाताई,
हा.
खूप नवीन गोष्टी कळल्या ज्यांच्याकडे अजिबात बघितलं नव्हतं आणि हे सगळ्या इम्प्लिमेंट करायला आणि रोजच्या आयुष्यात वापरायला खूप माहित नाही, अवघड असं नाही म्हणणार, पण मी प्रयत्न करीन पूर्ण. आणि खूप छान आणि वेगळाच एक्सपिरियन्स होता. थँक्यू सो मच.
Thank you. This is, like I said, this is just the beginning. So it's not the end of the world. So as you start making choices, you will probably choose other things that will help you more. Yeah. Yep. What else is possible?
It gives me more option to think that I can make more choices. First of all, to take charge of making choices on my own. Freedom of making.
So what
choices.
are you choosing? Yeah.
This itself liberates a little that you can make choices.
Yeah.
That's,
You're always making choices.
yeah.
Only thing is, by not choosing something also, you're making a choice.
That choice is
So
more.
you're not aware of it. Yeah.
More often that is the choice.
Yeah.
रॉनी काय
Louis
सांगायचंय?
says,
सॉरी.
नाही
Guru,
मॅडम,
you're
खूप
saying
छान
something?
वाटलं.
बोल.
खूप हेल्पफुल आहे आणि एनकरेजिंग आहे. बऱ्याचदा होतं चॉईस करायला बरा प्रॉब्लेम पडतो, निर्णय घेता येत नाही आणि त्याच्यामध्ये हातातील वेळ निघून जाते. तर त्या बाबतीत खूप छान काउन्सिलिंग आज मिळालं. थँक्यू सो मच.
Nice.
Yeah, I just wanted to say two things. One thing is, the emphasis on building awareness and continuously trying to make ourselves more and more aware and becoming more conscious of every choice that we are making. Though at first sight this might appear to be a little tedious, but I think once it becomes a habit, it will help us a great deal. That is one.
True.
The second thing I like about this, I liked about this 1 hour was the last five minutes of this meditation that we did, because I think forgiving ourselves for what we very often kick ourselves for, saying that I made the wrong choice, and being unkind to ourselves is one of the things that makes life, I mean, makes choices in the present even more difficult. So letting go of that feeling and embracing our younger self, saying that, look, it's okay, you made the best possible choice given what you knew at that point in time, is a very important step in allowing ourselves to move forward. And I know that this is a bit of a takeoff on the Louise Hay inner child meditation, but I think it's very, very useful, because we very often forget about this, and we continuously lead a life of regret, saying that, oh, if only I had not done this, if only I had done this degree, if only I had taken that job, and it is such a waste of time. So I think that meditation was very powerful, and it is worth revisiting it over and over again. Yes.
Thank you. Coming from you, it's high praise.
बोल ना रंजू, बोल ना.
येस. बऱ्याच वेळा असं वाटतं की आपला चॉईस बरोबर आहे किंवा नाही असं, पण आता ह्याच्या बाबतीमध्ये मला असं वाटायला लागलंय की आता तुम्ही जे मेडिटेशन करायला सांगितलं, तर मागे डोकावून पाहिलं त्याच्यामध्ये पण बरेच चॉईसेस चांगले होते माझे. दरवेळेस आपण जे निगेटिव्हली बघतो आयुष्याकडे, तर त्याच्यामध्ये सुद्धा असं वाटलं मला की आता खूप चॉईसेस चांगले आहेत. आणि म्हणजे एक मला असं वाटलं की माणूस म्हणून आपण निगेटिव्हली बघतो एखाद्या माणसाकडे, तर त्याच्यामध्ये सुद्धा बरेच गोष्टी चांगल्या होत्या. आणि त्या आपण जो माणूस निवडला असेल, किंवा आपण जे काय समाजामधली माणसं आपल्या बरोबर निवडली असतील किंवा आली असतील, तर त्यांच्यामध्ये सुद्धा आपल्याला बऱ्याच गोष्टी चांगल्या दिसल्या. सारखं निगेटिव्हिटीकडे जाऊन बघायची काही गरज नाहीये. आणि मग ते लाईफ पण आता मला असं वाटलं की बरंच छान आहे की आपली लाईफ. म्हणजे असं दरवेळेस मी विचार करत राहते की आता लहानपणी माझं असं झालं असतं तर, लहानपणी कसं झालं असतं तर, त्याच्याऐवजी हे झालंय तर किती छान आहे असं वाटलं मला आता एकूण तुमच्या सगळ्या ह्याच्यातून.
Perfect. Yeah, because it's already done. So what you can choose now is how to look at what is already done. I think Louise Hay also talks about you can't change the past, but you can change your attitude to the past.
ऍक्च्युली तसंच वाटतं आता मला. म्हणजे आता तुम्ही मेडिटेशन करायला सांगितलं, त्याच्यामध्ये मागे जायला सांगितलं, तेव्हा सुद्धा असंच वाटलं, अरे चा बऱ्याच म्हणजे खूपच जास्त चांगल्या गोष्टी आहेत आणि त्याच्यातून आपण घडलो आहे, तर कशाला निगेटिव्हिटी आणायची आता जास्त.
Again, there's nothing negative and positive also. Life is life. It's how you look at it. Yes, you don't like certain things, you like certain things. There's nothing negative about it. How you look at it. Yeah? And if you don't like it, then obviously there's something to learn from it.
येस. क्लॅरिटी आली काही काही गोष्टींची खूपच जास्त छान, आणि त्यामुळे मस्त वाटतात मला खूप. थँक्यू व्हेरी मच.
वेलकम.
संगीता, अनम्यूट कर. संगीता अनम्यूट कर.
हॅलो, ऐकू येत आहे?
येस.
शेवटचा पार्ट व्हिज्युअलायझेशनचा खूप छान होता, कारण मी फॅमिली कॉन्सलेशन केलेलं तेव्हाचा जो माझा हे होता अनुभव, तो आत्ताही मला सेम जाणवला चॉईस करण्यामध्ये. जो गोंधळ सारखा होतो चूज करताना, तर आय थिंक ही मेथड छान होईल पुढे जाऊन लाईफ छान होण्यासाठी. थँक्यू सो मच शोभाताई. आणि गौरीताई, तुम्हालाही खूप खूप थँक्यू.
कोण राहिलंय बोलायचं? संध्या ताई, झोपे, कादंबरी, मुक्ता, दीपाली बोल. हो
स्पीकिंग.
संध्या.
शोभाताई दरवेळेस जे बोलतात ते तेव्हा समजलेलं वाटतं, पण असं वाटतं की हळूहळू आचरणात आणणं किंवा बिहेवियर मध्ये आणणं हळूहळू होऊ शकतं. त्याच्यामुळे आधी बोललेलं आता कळतंय असं फिलिंग मला. जी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी घेणं आहे ते कुठेतरी आहे, पण मला असं वाटलं की सतत ते बोलत राहणं सुद्धा खूप जरुरीचं आहे. आजकाल वक्ते वेगवेगळ्या भूमिका मांडत जातात आणि त्याच्यामुळे ते होत नाही. सो थँक्यू.
वेलकम.
Mukta.
Mukta.
Some disturbances.
Sandhya, can you mute yourself? I think there's some yeah. Mukta.
This session was really helpful because actually there is always this self-talk kind of thing going on in our minds, whether this was right what we did, and now in this situation what should I do. And sometimes I feel that even if sometimes I choose something, one of I mean A or B, like what is the guarantee that I will be happy or satisfied after choosing B? Would I regret for choosing B? Like one cannot have the certainty of having that surety of happiness or satisfaction while choosing. So like right now after you talked about this, I think that anxiety is a little bit lessened, because whatever be the result, what you taught is like accept it and be happy as your choice, as it is your choice. That's what I think.
Yeah, take responsibility for the choice, yes. Whether you are consciously made it or unconsciously made it. If you become conscious of it and say that yes, this is my choice and I take responsibility, then you can even change the choice. But if you refuse to take ownership of your choice, it can't change also.
Yes, thank you very much, Shobhatai and Gauritai.
दीपाली म्हणते काहीतरी.
हो हो नमस्कार सगळ्यांना. खूप छान प्लीजंट एक्सपिरियन्स फॉर मी दिस सेशन and choices. I'm already working on it and got so much of clarity from this session, and the last session that was just wonderful. I really appreciate. Thank you for taking such a nice initiative. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm glad.
मी बोलू का शोभाताई?
हो बोल. कादंबरी ना?
हो. मला आता आधीच्या चॉईस बद्दल खूप गिल्टी फील होत होतं, आणि आता जे मेडिटेशन केल्यानंतर तो गिल्टीनेस काही प्रमाणात कमी होण्याचा म्हणजे कमी झालं, आणि निरपेक्षपणे चॉईस हा चॉईस आहे, तो चांगला किंवा वाईट असं काही नाहीये, तर तो चॉईस आहे असं मला बघता आलं, आणि त्याच्यामुळे मला तो गिल्टीनेस कमी करायला मदत झाली. थँक्यू.
गुड. लिसन टू इट अगेन. सो पूर्ण जाईपर्यंत.
हो हो हो.
What else?
निखिल बोलतो. मेघू.
Pallavi, you're okay, right, with time? You need to go on.
No, I'm good.
सुषमा ताई. मी आपली नावं घेते. हा, तुम्हाला बोलावंसं वाटलं तर बोला.
You're putting them in the spotlight. They have a choice.
They have a choice whether to speak or not.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes. Meghna.
Yeah. So I recently did this workshop of Gauritai, and after that this session, and I feel I'm already feeling good. I think I'm getting clues from this.
You can choose to feel good all the time.
Yes. No, I didn't choose to feel good. I just felt good after the workshop. So it's working
Yeah.
somehow. And it has started raining heavily here. So it's something good is happening.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm
God
in
is
the
showering you.
the younger road part. I don't know the people here. It's really
Mm.
raining very heavy. Thank you,
Good.
Shobha Tai, and nice to meet you online.
Yeah, I
And
didn't meet
Gauri
you
Tai.
though. You're invisible.
Yeah.
Okay. Whenever you're ready, I will meet you.
The choice of being invisible.
Correct.
I'm quite messy. I was like, okay, thank you.
Okay, bye.
संगीता राहिरकर आहे का? संगीता?
Anyone wants to say not nice things are also welcome. Okay, you don't have to only say nice things. You have the choice. How I respond will be my choice.
It is very dangerous. Okay.
So if nobody else has anything to say, we can call it.
Okay.
Anyone else wants to say something, share something, something that happened in the meditation visualization, so that it will help other people also. Your
Hello.
insights. Yeah. Who's this?
मी संगीता.
Okay.
चॉईस बद्दल कन्सेप्ट क्लिअर झाला. इवन कळालं की काही चॉईस आपल्या चुकल्या तरी त्या लास्ट नसतात, दुसरी चॉईस असते. पण शेवटची जी ऍक्टिव्हिटी दिली त्याच्यामध्ये तुम्ही एकदा म्हटलं की लाईट फील करता, हेवीनेस वाटतो. अर्धी ऍक्टिव्हिटी क्लिअर होती. जेव्हा मागे जायला सांगितलं खूप हेवीनेस आला. मला काही दिसत नव्हतं, काही मी विचार करू शकले नाही, स्टॉप झालं. इवन जेव्हा गौरीताईकडे वर्कशॉप केला होता तेव्हाही काही मेडिटेशन मध्ये असंही झालं होतं. मला कॉन्सन्ट्रेट नाही करू शकत. अगदी 1-2 मिनिट कुठला मेडिटेशन मी कॉन्सन्ट्रेट असं करू शकत. तर ते कशामुळे बऱ्याचदा असं होतं.
So right now, how are you feeling? Are you still feeling heavy?
हा, येस, स्टील फिलिंग हेवी. म्हणजे मी त्यातनं बाहेर पडले की काय पुढं काय झालं आय डोंट नो नाव. असं अचानक स्किप झाल्यासारखं झालं की तो असं. कधी कधी मी एखाद्या गोष्टीचा खूप जास्त विचार करते.
Where is she? Oh.
आहे.
Those who are not speaking, can you mute yourself so that I can listen to Sangeet? I can't hear Sangeeta. Are you speaking?
Yeah. No.
Okay. Yeah. So when you say you're feeling heavy right now, what is happening in the body? Where are you feeling heavy?
माझ्या पायामध्ये जास्त हेवीनेस असं घट्ट.
Yeah. So observe that feeling and see what happens. Say I'm feeling heavy in my legs and it's okay. As you notice the
It's
heaviness
okay.
in your legs, what happens?
नोटीस
does it
केल्यानंतरही
change?
मी विचार करू शकतो की इट्स ओके आणि मी उठून माझ्या दुसऱ्या कामामध्ये लागू शकते.
Yeah, so the reason you may not be going back, what your question was, why you're not going back. I may not know the exact reason, but the reason could be that you're not yet ready to maybe look at whatever is there at the back, and maybe it needs a different kind of setting where you can confront that. I don't know your particular specific issues that you have or what happened with you in your life and all that. So sometimes if it's too much, your mind will stop you from going anywhere to look at it if you're not yet ready to handle it. So you have to be, you have to have the capacity to handle whatever has happened. So then when you're ready, it will come up. So whatever happened today, although you don't consciously remember, you might have taken that first step to go there. So the next time something else happens, maybe you'll be ready to look at it. So if you're not able to see something, you're not ready to look at it. It's as simple as that. It's again, it's your mind trying to protect you. Okay, that's I mean, as far that's how much we can do today. Since we don't have time and this is not a session, I can't do that for you. But just be open to see what else is possible. So be in the question. What would it take for me to look at things that make me feel heavy? So something like that. Just be open. Just be open and willing to look at your life that you have not been looking at. Yeah. So that's also a choice. It's like if we think it's not looking at something will make it go away, but it just makes it go inside. It'll come up when the time is right. So you don't have to worry about it. You can just say, okay, what can I do to heal this or clear this? Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
योगिनी,
Gauri, you want to say something to her?
नाही म्हणजे मला असं वाटलं की बरीच वेगळ्या वेगळ्या कारणांमुळे ते असेल, ते आपल्याला अवघड आहे सांगता येणं असं. बरोबर सांगितलं. योगिनी बोलतेस?
हो.
Yeah, so there's nothing wrong with that. So some people see, some people don't see, some people at different times they see. So don't worry about it. Just ask some questions around it. Yeah, Yogi.
या जेव्हा मी मेडिटेशन करत होते तेव्हा मलाही थोडंसं असं झालं की म्हणजे जुन्या गोष्टी आठवून की आपण हे त्यावेळी नाही डिसिजन घेतले किंवा घ्यायला हवे होते. बट नाऊ वन्स इट इज ओव्हर आय कॅन थिंक इट लाईक दिस की त्यावेळी मे बी माझ्यासाठी ते जास्त नेसेसरी होतं जे मी चूज केलं. आता मला असं वाटतंय की दुसरं काही करायला पाहिजे, बट त्यावेळी दॅट वॉज द बेस्ट थिंग फॉर मी, सो आय चोज इट. So if I want that thing to be done, then I can do it today also. No need to worry about it. Life is not yet over, so I can do it.
Yeah. Yes. Until you die, you're choosing. So keep choosing.
Thank you, Shobhatai.
Yeah, we also choose what we choose at that time because we can't handle anything else at that time. Although some other choices look better, but the consequences of that choice we probably cannot handle at that time. So we make different choices. So you also have to build up your capacity to deal with the consequences to make the choices also. Right? So it's part of the classroom learning till then. Of life. Yeah. What else?
Yes. ओके, बहुतेक झालेलं दिसतंय आता सगळ्यांचं बोलून.
Anyone else wants to say
योगिनी, तुला
anything?
अजून काही सांगायचंय
Last
शोभाताईला?
chance.
थँक्यू म्हणायचंय मला. आणि म्हणजे स्वस्तीला 10 वर्ष सुरू, म्हणजे स्वस्तीचं वर्कशॉप सुरू होऊन 10 वर्ष झाली. त्यामुळे आपण हे वर्कशॉप म्हणजे सेशन अरेंज केलं आणि शोभाताईंनी एवढा मस्त टॉपिक घेतला, चॉईस. सो थँक्स अ लॉट. आणि सगळ्या पार्टिसिपंट्सनी पण खूप ऍक्टिव्हली पार्टिसिपेट केलं, त्यामुळे बऱ्याच गोष्टी कळू शकल्या. सो थँक्यू ऑल.
Thank you for this opportunity. I don't deal with so many people at a time normally, so it's a new thing for me. You give me
Good
6
beginning.
or 7 people, I'm very happy.
New beginning.
Thank you, Shobha.
Thank you, Shobha, and
Thanks,
all
Manjari.
Hyderabad friends for attending this.
Thank you.
So we'll be doing
You want to
such
say something?
sessions in the future. Pallavi wants to say something?
Don't know, I'm asking.
Oh?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Okay.
So let's
थांबूया?
go. Yes. Thank you,
Okay.
everyone.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.